Good afternoon, students. Welcome back. And I'm going to talk to you about the question which I sent you with regard to the price of train tickets. And I've been doing a little bit of research on the LNER website, finding out about ticket prices from Newcastle to London King's Cross. And I could go on the 5:30 a.m., but that would cost me £160. Or I could go at 11:30 a.m. and that would cost me £60. And the question, of course, is, well, why the difference when you're being offered exactly the same service? And the answer lies, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm glad to say that a number of you have actually hit the nail on the head here. The answer lies in the fact that some of the people who are going to travel to London must get there at a certain time of day. They might not even be paying for the ticket themselves because their employer might be paying it for them. And they might be very successful businessmen or women. And so primarily people who get this very early shift, the 5:30 a.m., this will be packed full of and crammed full of commuters, so people travelling to work. And they've got to be at their office desk for 9 o'clock, and therefore it doesn't really matter whether the price is 160 or 260 or 360, they have got to be in London at this time, and therefore they will be willing to pay that price. And so their demand is very insensitive to price. In other words, it's inelastic. And so what I was hoping for, was some type of explanation along those lines, alongside just a very straightforward diagram to show that the demand, if you want to put in brackets for the train, is very, very inelastic. For people who need to travel for business rather than pleasure. Whereas people who are going on the 11:30, so these are probably leisure, people who are doing this in their leisure time, got lots of time on their hands. If the price is too expensive, they'll just get the next train or the next one or the next one, whichever one is cheapest. So they're very, very sensitive to changes in price. And so as a consequence, for this type of leisure tourist, leisure traveller, then their demand is much more elastic. If the price is very, very high, they'll just say, oh, forget it, I'll just go at all some other time, because I'm really flexible. I might be retired. So they are very, very sensitive to price changes. So you might find that if the price is 160, you'll hardly get there won't be hardly any of these people travelling, so the quantity demanded will be very, very low. But reduce the price far enough, reduce it down to 60, and you get an enormous, again, that term that we talk about, an enormous expansion in the number of people using the train. So elasticity, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully now in your early economics careers, you're beginning to see how economics really is important and really can be applied to businesses. And here we have a great example of that, and simply looking at the price of train tickets to London or wherever it may be. So I think that's all to say on that, ladies and gentlemen. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, then please consider subscribing. Hit the notifications bell so you get all the latest updates. Subscribe on the gram and also on Twitter. Bye.